Welcome to Moments of Motherhood. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Torie. Join us in creating community through shared experiences and candid conversations.
We hope to bring you laughter, comfort, and solidarity in this journey of motherhood.
This is our virtual village.
Welcome back to Moments of Motherhood. I'm Bailey, and this is my best friend, Torie. She has no voice, so I'm doing the majority of the talking today.
Yeah, I have a voice that sounds unlike my normal voice, so I told Bailey she has to do the majority of this quick episode.
Yeah, Torie's had pneumonia for like a month. And has just been toughing it out like a rock star. And I feel terrible for her. I don't know how she's functioning.
Didn't know I had pneumonia. I kept telling myself it's a really bad cold.
Except her lungs hurt, her back hurt. She was like so fatigued.
Yeah. But we're on the other side of it. I just still have this Scarlett Johansson voice that I always get. That's what Joe calls it. I don't really think I sound like her, but that's what Joe calls it.
Yeah, a raspy voice.
I'll let Bailey do most of the talking.
Yeah, so we left you guys with a cliffhanger last time, trying to kind of announce all of our big news and everything that's going on.
I know.
And I feel like we've been like waiting for a long time and just trying to plan out how we want to do it, but also antsy to tell everyone. And our news is that
drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
Bailey is
pregnant. So we are having our grand finale baby. We were.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, Torie and I both have gone back and forth. Hi, we're doing our podcast. Hi. Here, you guys can say hi really quick, and then I need you to go back downstairs. Daddy's coming. Say hi.
Hi, Mommy.
Okay. Do you want to say hi too?
Upstairs.
Okay. Well, I'll be down in a minute. Daddy's going to be here too. Go shut the door, please. Okay.
More of all the cute babies.
Yeah. Okay. Say bye. Okay.
Bye.
Right. Shut my door. Go. Run. Quietly. The baby's sleeping. Not a chance. Not a chance. Shut the door. Shut the door. Hold on.
It's fine.
The baby's going to be awake in literally 2 minutes because they're being so loud.
I know. Sorry.
And the door's back open. So, oh well. That's just, surrender to the chaos again.
But surrender. Maybe that's what the podcast should have been called.
I know, maybe.
A little rebrand in the future.
Oh, that's a cute top on the cup. I've never seen those tops.
The nipple top?
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, yeah.
Bailey's pregnant.
I'm pregnant. I'm so excited.
Scream it. Scream it loud. Shout it.
The baby's sleeping. I can't.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean.
No, I know. Really, I'm like super excited. I feel like my first 3 pregnancies were all kind of like just really personal. Ed and I kept it between us for the most part. It wasn't super like loud and out there, but I've been wanting to do some pregnancy content and just talk about home births and natural births, unmedicated birthing, like all of that. So I'm really excited.
Pregnancy.
Yeah, and just the journey in general. It's not talked about enough. So I'm super excited to have the platform we do. And
I'm so excited.
I know. Yeah. We talk a lot about not knowing when we're done. And that's kind of where I was at. We were just like, do we want another one? Do we not? Do we wait? And having 3 boys, I didn't want to wait. Part of me was, I want my mind back, my body back, all of these things to kind of recoup and heal. But I also didn't want to wait another 4 or 5 years and then have one child 4 years younger when all the rest are like 14 months apart.
Yeah.
Or 16 months, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're having a 4th baby and right in line, less than 2 years apart. So 4 babies in 5 years, which is kind of crazy. People think I'm crazy for it, but I don't know. I just love this phase of life. It's so hard and so challenging. But I mean, I love it. I love motherhood and I love babies. And I even just right now, Torie's like, let's say, your grand finale. And I was like, what if it's not my grand finale? What if
I know. I said that. And
like,
she's like, what if it's, I'm like, but like at the same time, yeah, we have mentioned like, like not knowing if we're done or not having like that, like feeling of like our families being complete.
yeah.
And I think some women really do have that after 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And I just don't think until after you like have the baby and you're like, okay, 3, like this feels so good for our family, or 4, this feels so good for our family. Or if you have the 4th, you're like, I don't know, like something just still feels like it's missing. So yeah, I don't think that you need to say it's your grand finale if you just never know.
I do.
And
I really
what's right for your family.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ed and I both kind of agreed on 4. That was like our number.
Yeah.
And
well, his number's 6, but
well, yeah. So he is 6/4/9. But
4 is a great number though.
It is. It's nice. So yeah, even when we have 4, we'll really only have 4, like 4 days every other week.
Only.
And then the rest of the time we'll have 6 or 9.
Yeah, I'm happy that you have.
So it's kind of crazy.
The girls.
We actually went and looked at sprinter vans.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say. Wait. Can we back up for a second?
Yeah,
You're not
glitched.
finding out.
I couldn't hear you.
I said, can we back up for a second?
Yeah.
It's a surprise this time, and Bailey is not the surprise type.
I hate surprises, like literally hate surprises so much. And to the point where I got the earliest blood test I could with all of my kids.
Literally wild.
Like I think 10 weeks. I got it when I got other testing done. And I just decided that this time, with it being our last, I just wanted it to be a surprise. And part of that is because I want a little added motivation when I'm birthing. Like a little just extra to give me that push, right at the end when you're at the edge. Every time with all my babies, I just have this point where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's always right before I give birth and I just need like that extra little push.
Oh my gosh.
To get me through.
The surprise is I live for that. That's why I would have 10 more. Like that feeling. I'm so excited for you. Like,
yeah. So I'm really excited. It's really hard not to find out though. Like I'm struggling so bad because I want to plan and I want to know and I want to pick out names. But yeah, so it's out of the norm.
So hard.
I know. It really is. Especially figuring out another boy name. I have some girl names on my list, but another boy name is really hard for me.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but I just feel like boy names in general are harder.
Boys' clothes are harder. Boys' names are harder.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just because we've had all boys, and I would feel like that if I had to name like a 3rd or 4th girl, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I feel for you there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm super excited.
How far along are you? What do you do?
I am like 24-ish weeks.
Literally, I blows my mind every time you tell me how far along you are. Because I'm like, you just told me.
Well, okay. So, and here's the other crazy part, you guys, is that all my other pregnancies, I knew, like before I even missed my period that I was pregnant. I could just tell in my body. I knew it. And I'm like usually pretty in tune. Like I could tell I'm ovulating, all these things. And I remember Torie and I were on the phone and I was like, it's really weird. Like I haven't been able to tell if I'm ovulating. Do you remember us having that conversation on the phone? So we went through, yeah, I was like, I couldn't tell. Yeah, of course, fertile myrtle. But I couldn't tell, which was really strange. And then so for 2 months, I still had my period. Like I was still bleeding while I was pregnant. So I didn't know that I was pregnant.
And like you're breastfeeding, so your periods have been like, they haven't been regular, like this typical 28-day cycle.
No, I go through like when I'm breastfeeding, I am one of the lucky ones that starts my period immediately. Torie like hasn't bled in freaking 7 years, and I'm like, sweet.
No,
thanks, body.
I know. My body waits like a full 14 months, like minimum. Well, with Levi, it was sooner, but yeah.
Yeah, no. You're so lucky.
If I'm nursing through the night, I do not get my period back.
No, my body is like, it's been 6 weeks. You just stopped bleeding. Time for your period.
I literally know. I cannot.
Is he in there? I can't.
I saw him. I was peeking.
But yeah, so usually it's a 45 to 48 day cycle.
Which like that's so hard to.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So yeah, I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was like 12 weeks.
Through your first trimester, which like
literally. And
amazing.
I remember being really tired, but I just, chopped it up to having toddlers and a 1-year-old and breastfeeding in the night and not sleeping and, end of the school year craziness. Who's in here?
He just tried shutting the door, but it keeps going. Oh. You guys have like, everybody's tried shutting the door, but it's okay.
But yeah, so I just think it's really kind of crazy and exciting. I've never had a winter baby before, so we're having a January baby. All of my other babies have been in the summer.
Spring, summer, yeah.
Yeah, spring, summer, which my mom is not thrilled about. She's like, your timing is terrible. Like, how am I supposed to take off 8 weeks in the middle of the school year? But
Heather, if you're listening, you just do it.
I know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just it really is it's a lot different of a pregnancy. I had acne, which I never had acne before. I didn't even know my whole first trimester, which is great because my other ones I was really sick with.
Yeah, I remember when you were pregnant with Miles and I was just about to have Otto. No, sorry, not just about. This was in July, so I was like 6 months pregnant with my last.
Okay,
and I didn't know it was a boy, but you had just found out you were pregnant with Miles, and I was like, don't tell me until after.
It was closer. It was the fall because remember we were going down to a football game, so it was like around this time.
No, but that was when you came for when you did like the little blessing for Otto.
Oh yeah.
But you knew in the summer because he is born in April.
Yes, I did know. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, so Bailey, I like told her not to tell me what she was having with her third, just because I was like, you know what? I just know we're gonna have the same. I mean, I didn't, but I just had this feeling like we're gonna have the same gender, like whatever we're having. And she like is on the phone with someone, and she's like, "I'm having another boy. Can you believe it?" And I'm like,
"Yeah." And I was just like,
another boy.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, like, oh my gosh, it was fine. It was totally fine. But yeah, I don't even know like why I brought that up now. I can't even think. But
I think just like the surprises, gender surprises, and like
it was just
like the fact that I already knew. So at this point, I would already know what I'm having.
Oh yeah. Which is crazy. I didn't know with any of mine, so I am like so pumped for you.
I always thought Torie was nuts for it.
I know you did, and then you told me that you were gonna wait, and I was like, I don't know. She
calls me every week, and it's like, so are you still waiting? She doesn't believe me.
I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yeah.
Ed is not thrilled about it.
I mean, at this point, you're more than halfway. Like you.
Yeah, I actually had to laugh because Ed's like, just give me the midwife's number. I'm going to call them and ask them the gender. And I was like, this is baby number 4. If you don't have the midwife's number saved, like that's on you. That's your own issue. You're definitely not getting it now.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And
oh my
gosh.
So my midwives, I have like a really great village out here when it comes to my midwives and doula and everything. You know, our morals align. They've just been with me. They've helped me with all soon to be 4 babies. But my birth center's closing and my midwife's retiring. So that was a huge kind of area of concern.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to anyone else. Like, I can't. I'm not restarting. Like, you guys. And they didn't want me to birth with anyone else either. So we got really lucky where my amazing midwives, so I'll potentially have both of them, but I for sure will have one of them still. She's got put on with another birth center that's like an hour away just so she could do my birth.
I know,
which is
that's
like
really great.
Yeah, a godsend. So exciting.
Yeah.
We've been that was like a little bit of an area of stress for me for a little bit, but we just got everything solidified and got it all set up. So we're super excited about it.
That's like divine timing, I feel like.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. And then the one who owned the birth center, she's moving out of state, but she's like, well, maybe I'll just like come back up because they have their house and stuff. She's like, maybe we'll time it up right so I can be there for you still. So we'll see.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How it works out.
You just never know.
I know. You never know.
Every birth is like, I mean, at least for me, it has been obviously similar, right? But
no, none of mine were similar.
I know. Well, I mean, the fact that we're birthing, right? But like, they're all so different.
Yeah, I went from, they were with me with Roland, which was like a 26-hour birth with back labor, to Kane, who was almost a free birth. I mean, literally, she got here at 4:58, and I birthed him at 5 a.m. So 2 minutes she was here. She literally like lifted my leg up to check everything, and he just slid on out. Yep. And then Miles was like 4 hours, I think.
Yeah.
So.
So now that we have this news off our chest, like I think the next couple episodes we want to focus maybe on we're going to share our birth stories, and then we want to share, maybe do an episode on like what we feel are like the essentials for like newborn and postpartum, and then go into sharing maybe more of like our postpartum experiences, because we've had quite a few people reach out about, just like how have our postpartum's been, and did we suffer with anxiety or depression or any of that, and like what tools did we use, and like how did basically how we gotten through 3, now almost 4 postpartums. So that's, I think, sort of the trajectory of the next couple episodes / this season, is we're gonna really focus on, we want to share our birth stories, we want to share our postpartum journeys, and just like keep you up to date on how Bailey is doing.
Yeah, it'll be a fun little journey.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yeah. So this is just a short little episode. I'm actually traveling to Oregon and not even seeing Torie, which always really gets under my skin. But
I feel like we could try, I think we just need to talk after this for a minute. And figure
it out. I know.
Yeah.
You guys can just come to the game.
No, let's do it. Okay.
The kids can get all little matching duck gear, which I never thought I would put my kids in.
Joe and I just don't really watch football, but we'll totally wear whatever gear we're supposed to.
I don't either.
I know. Well, you don't anymore.
Even when I did, it was only Ed's games.
Only your husband.
Yeah. So,
do you have anything else you want to share? I know you have to go do mom duties.
Trying to think if there's any other pressing matters.
I think that was just a good little update.
Little surprise for everyone. Yeah. And now I know we didn't want to keep you guys hanging.
We didn't want you to keep you hanging any longer, because we know that's really annoying.
Super annoying
when people do that, but we had to do it. Guys, come on.
I know.
That's a 4th baby. That's big.
So crazy. I think that's really it. I am waiting to see when my best friend's having her 4th baby.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll do a big ol' announcement for everybody if that were to ever happen. But right now,
I know.
Joe and I are like, we're doing life with 3 boys, and
I know you are. It's a lot. It is a lot.
yeah, if we find ourselves going down that road of questioning another child, I'll keep everybody up to date.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the one thing I will say is like, I think making that decision, it's hard. Like Ed and I didn't actually, I think with any of our kids, actively try to have babies. We just weren't actively preventing.
Yeah.
So we were.
And like you're aware of the consequences.
Yes, exactly. Like we were like, okay, if it happens,
yeah,
it happens. And like that's just kind of how we've operated. Which will obviously need to be recalibrated. Yeah. That mindset needs to be recalibrated after this one. We've already got a house full.
Because you guys could literally, you guys could just keep going, like, literally probably for like 5 more years.
Yeah, I think.
If you don't actively try not to.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're just both very fertile and ready.
You guys are just like have babies. I think that's beautiful.
I mean, you are too. You make great babies. But yeah, so if anyone has Sprinter van suggestions, we need a Sprinter van.
Oh yeah.
What else are some things?
Families with
a lot of children.
Kids. Yeah, what do you do? Like,
what do you drive? How do you operate scheduling? Because that's kind of a lot right now.
Yeah. You guys will figure it out though.
Yeah.
We have to, right? Like there's just like, we say that, but obviously there's no option, but it'll all work out.
Yeah, it will. That'll be great. Torie's just going to move to Seattle too. So.
Oh my gosh, I know. I would love to.
We need to figure that out. So. All right. Well, thanks, guys. We will probably pop back on next week after our little trip.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.